So on the subject of femininity, I have to ask, how are we defining this? Culturally? Which culture? Because the culture, the racial culture that I stem from, originated from, rooted in, women have always been literally warriors. This fighting spirit that we have is not some rebellion from enslavement. It is something that has always been with us and been in us since the beginning of time, especially if we claim that we are the original people. Adam and Eve, according biblically speaking, they were both given domain. So that was man and woman. It wasn't the concept of man, woman, child. Okay? So we have to, when we talk with submission and obedience, we have to find that according to our culture, if we get in our culture definition, especially if the modern embracement is to reject Western and European way of thinking. So we have to factor in a lot of things of change in all areas of life if we're going that route. So who has you working against your strength? You're thinking that which is an asset is a liability unto you. And now you're fighting against yourself because you're not embracing who you are and how you're built. You're trying to rebuild your people, your men, your women, into a whole nother definition that is meant for someone else. So in so many areas we got to go back to the drawing board and find out who we are. It is why the majority of black women were not involved in the feminist movement. Okay, so when one have the audacity to think any of us is going to answer for a movement that we had very little percentage in, is very insulting. Especially when we were overwhelmingly present within the civil rights movement. We have always been on the front line. We've been in the fields with the men. We've been whipped like the men. Went to war like the men. Okay? We've been in leadership. This is why the majority of us have not been involved in the feminist movement. We have been heavily, our numbers, involved in civil rights movements. We have always been on the front line with our men. Be it beatings, hangings, marches, leadership roles, we have been there. Why? Because that's how we're built with each other. This is a plus. This is not a masculine trait at all. This is us being leaders together. That's how we did it. That's how it's going to be done. That is who we are as a people. And if you don't understand your role in a masculine form, according to your culture, then now you're going to need something soft, something ladylike, something delicate, in order to feel your masculinity and what it feels to be a man and your manhood. And if you don't understand your own manhood and masculinity within your own culture, you're going to have somebody else define what you need to feel your masculinity. Something soft, something delicate, something ladylike. And if you don't understand your own masculinity within your own culture, somebody's going to have you looking for something soft, something delicate, something ladylike, something weaker. So your strength should not be dependent upon making someone else weaker, for it's iron that sharpens iron that makes a unit strong.